Hi, I'm Chris from Paddle Warehouse here in Germany today with Aladdin from Total Paddle. Thanks for having us, Aladdin.
The pleasure is ours, Chris.
We're on the court today and it's great to be back on court with you, Aladdin. And we're testing some new rackets from Adidas and we have the Metalbone collection. Tell us a little bit about these rackets.
Well, that's the Metalbone paddle racket, the racket that Ali Galan is using during the tour. This is the Metalbone Hard. Is the one that he's using usually outdoor, you know, in different conditions, temperatures and so on. And then we're having the Metalbone Control, which is almost having the same specs as this one, but with the round shape. And we'll discover the three of them together right now.
Great. Now this one, I hit the previous version of this racket a lot. It's actually one of my favorite rackets to use. Very generous sweet spot I find with this one, easy, especially on defense. And these have the movable weight system. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's one of the most innovative technologies in my opinion. I mean, I'm playing paddle since 2015 and this one is the most interesting technology you can find on a paddle racket. If you're able to customize the weight and the balance of your racket, it feels like a cheat code, Chris. You know, you can actually decide how you want your racket to be. So we're having a weight of 345 to 360 grams, but then you have 11.2 grams that you can change. You know, you can put it on top, you can put it on the sides, and this will allow you to really decide how your racket is reacting on the paddle court.
Now with the other two, the Metalbone Hard and that classic one there, these are very well suited to the aggressive player. Tell us a little bit about the differences between the two.
Well, Chris, the main difference between both of them is actually the core material. The Metalbone is having a soft performance. It's a low density rubber that is making you control your balls a bit more. You're having the ball getting into the racket a bit more. It's absorbed a bit so that you can decide, you know, how the ball is doing later. The Metalbone Hard is harder. It has a firmer feel, a stiffer feel, and it's made of high memory core. It's a high density foam that will give you this extra punch, this extra rigidity that many players, they love during the play.
So this one, even better suited to the players looking to finish the point with maybe a more aggressive shot?
I would say so. For the ones that are having this great technique, a low sweet spot is not a big problem for them. It's a bit demanding, but if you're managing to center your ball in the middle of the sweet spot, be sure of having a very powerful shot, a very power smash most of the time. And what is actually quite interesting between both rackets, Chris, is that the Metalbone and the Metalbone Hard are both having the same surface, which is a 16K carbon aluminized, but with a different core, you will surely feel different sensations during the play.
Okay, well, I'm excited to try these two. Like I said, I've tried the Control quite a bit. Big fan of the previous version. This one feels very similar to that outgoing model. Yeah, I'm super excited to try the Metalbone Hard and the Classic. Aladdin, one of the things I noticed was the difference in impact feel between the two rackets, and you get that little bit more dwell time feeling, that plusher response from the Classic Metalbone, and a little bit faster in and out, a firmer response from the Hard. And this isn't the only brand I've noticed that with. With the Bubble Vipers, for instance, with the LeBron Classic, you get that much punchier, kind of firmer feel from the LeBron Signature racket. And then from the Soft, which is a new racket they brought out this year, I feel like it plays a little bit more like the Classic, where I can feel that core working and breathing a little bit more. What did you think?
Yeah, Chris, you're totally right. I mean, comparing these two rackets to the Bubble Viper and Viper Soft, the Metalbone is closer to the soft one. In defense, it was managing so well. I was able to execute my chiquitas and my lobs in a very nice way. And then when I was going to the net, I'm having this punch with the volleys. Also with the smash, it was so effective and so good. With the Hard one, it's so nice if you're enjoying this firm, rigid feel. I know that many tennis players also love it so much, and it feels quite demanding, maybe more than the Metalbone, but it's so enjoyable to play with this one as well, especially if you're like having this aggressive style, attacking style player. It's so nice to play with the Metalbone Hard in this case.
And then let's get to the Control too, and that's my favorite of the three rackets. And this one I find when I'm defending helps me the most. When I feel like I'm out of position and I need a little bit more help from the racket, the Control is there for me. And I still find it's got plenty of pop when I want to be aggressive, get to the net and look to finish the point. What did you think?
Well, round shape rackets most of the time are so underrated, Chris. I mean, it's what I enjoy as well. And I'll be very honest with you, after trying the Metalbone and the Metalbone Hard, coming back to the round shape is always so revealing, you know. And this high sweet spot is always helping you in every shot, you know, because if you want to find the right zones, the right directions, then round shape rackets will give you this extra comfort tolerance. And that is true about the smash, because later if you want to accelerate, the racket will not betray you, it will have all the possible specs and materials that are going to help you reach what you're searching for, which is finishing the point right away.
Yeah, and then on that point, you can move the weight up to change the balance of the racket and make it even better suited for your more, as you advance, the racket's going to grow with you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Metalbone control is having a balance that is medium. It's not low like most of the round-shaped rackets. But then, of course, with this technology, you can always play with the weights however you want. If you're putting the weights more on top, you're having a more powerful racket. If you're keeping the weights close to the handle, then you're having a more control racket if you feel like. But then if you want a lightweight racket, you can remove all of the weights and you're having a racket that is lightweight and very maneuverable as well.
Aladdin, thank you for taking us on the court today, taking us through these 3 rackets. Always a lot of fun hitting with you.
Thank you very much, Chris. The pleasure is ours.
For more information on these Adidas rackets or anything paddle related, be sure to go to Padel Warehouse or Total Paddle.